What's going on, family? What if I told you that the greatest walls that were built were not necessarily the Great Wall of China, wasn't necessarily the Berlin Wall, much less the Jericho walls, but in many cases, it is the emotional walls that we have built by our own hands, by our own trauma that we must tear down. Why? Because it's not about building walls, it's about building bridges that bring breakthrough boundaries. Don't you want to know how to do that? I'm so glad that you asked. Let me show you how to do that in today's episode. Stick and stay. More's on the way. Let's go. Let's mix it up. What's going on, family? We are in part 8 and it's gonna be great. Hope you're doing well. We are here for In the Mix at 6, and we're in part 8 of Know You Know How to Break Through Emotional Walls and, yes, build healthy boundaries. There's been a lot of myths in relationship to building boundaries, as I've mentioned before. A lot of us believe that if I set boundaries, I'll hurt others. That's not true. Setting boundaries, a lot of people think that, if I'm setting boundaries, that must mean I'm angry. No, I can just be matter of fact and be assertive, not crazy aggressive, and just stand 10 toes down, stand on business, as they say, of what it is that you and I believe. So it's not that boundaries are about hurting others, boundaries about being angry. No, it's not about that at all. It's not about boundaries meaning that you're being selfish. No, in many cases you're being selfless and you're engaging in a level of self-care. Another myth that we oftentimes have when it comes to boundaries is that boundaries are specifically permanent and I'm afraid of burning my bridges. Some of us are so fearful, but we're not careful. What do I mean by that? So fearful that we're not careful to where we want to walk on eggshells. We don't want to, quote unquote, offend anybody. We don't want to hurt anybody else. And as a result, as recourse, we end up hurting ourselves simply because we did not build a bridge. We just created emotional walls, great walls of China, Berlin walls, uh, Jericho walls that in many cases we need to shout down. It was Ronald Reagan who said in the 80s, Gorbachev, tear down this wall. And I believe that's the the mandate and the motto for you. What is it in your life that you need to tear down the wall of? Maybe it's a wall of trauma. Maybe it's a wall of trial. Maybe it's a wall of abuse. Maybe here it is. It's a wall of self sabotage because you continue to talk yourself down all the time. Yeah, you continue to move into a place of believing that boundaries are walls, and that's what we're engaging in: boundaries versus walls. Boundaries are about a bridge. Boundaries are about self love. Come on, family, type self love in the chat. Type self love. When you love yourself, when you know your worth, you protect yourself. You don't build a wall, an impenetrable wall, to where nobody can get in. Yeah, to where nobody can, in many cases, connect to you, recognize your value, embrace you. No, you've created healthy boundaries that advocate for self-love. Some of us are afraid of the people. We're afraid of the fact that the people we set boundaries with will leave and forget about us. And here's the thing, if that's the case, you just got to wave your emoji hands. You got to wave your real hands and just say so long, bye-bye. Hmm? It is not personal, it's just business. It's important to understand that your no is always subject to you. It's what you want to do with your no. Remember, like I told you before, no is a complete sentence. No is a complete sentence. No is about you being serious about your value, your greatness, your self-worth, your mentality, your mindset. That's why May is Mental Health Awareness Month. Come on, I got to be solely focused on my mindset. And hear me, I believe you'll think clearer. Your boundaries will become bigger, better, and brighter when you have clarity in your mindset, when you have clarity in your boundaries, having clarity in your boundaries will give you mental clarity. Because here's the thing, you own your boundaries. They don't own you. And so what you can't do, you can't fear standing up for yourself. Come on, family. I need you to type this. Type stand up for you. Hear me. If nobody else is going to advocate for you, why don't you advocate for yourself? Well, it seems like it's just me, myself, and I. Here, I need you to understand this. God and me are majority. God is standing up for you, but you won't stand up for you. You can't expect anybody else to stand up for you if you won't stand up for you. What are the principles that you're standing on? What are the principles that you're living by? What's the value that's connected to your volition? Don't fear standing up for yourself. Here's another thing. You're always at liberty to renegotiate your boundaries. Yeah. You know, when you're at liberty to renegotiate your boundaries, you're at liberty to renegotiate your boundaries if the person responds maturely and lovingly to the standards that you've set for yourself, much less the relationship. And here's my prayer for you. Here's the prayer that I want you to adopt. I want you to pray this prayer. I want you to pray that God gives you a sense of confidence so that you can live an abundant life. May be the month that you're confident in creating boundaries for yourself, healthy boundaries. May be the month that you get clarity in your identity. May be the month that you stand up for you. May be the month that you walk boldly in your self-identity, your self-love, your self-esteem, your self-concept. That's what it's about. Because here's the thing. If loving you makes me lose me, I need to lose you to find me. Let me say that twice because it's also nice. Yeah. Well, I'm afraid that if I set boundaries for myself, they're gonna leave me. They're gonna forget about me. They're gonna lose me. Listen, you don't take a L if you lose them. You take a L if you lose you. Who am I talking to? HTA, hard truth alert. You don't take a L for losing them. You take a L for losing you. You losing your self-confidence. You losing your self-esteem. You losing your purpose. You losing your identity. You losing out of mental clarity. And like I said before, if loving you makes me lose me, I need to lose you to find me. Yeah. You found yourself in the lost and found area. Come on. I need you. I need you to find. I need you to find that purpose again. Come on. It's in you. It's within you. I need you to dig deep. I need you to find that spark again. I need you to find that self-love again. I need you to find your identity. I need you to find your mental clarity. I need you to find yourself in proximity and in relationship with the God-given purpose that God gave you. I need you to find yourself in the greatest relationship that you can possibly find yourself in, and that's your relationship with God. Why? Because hear me, I need you to understand this. Your relationship with God is your guide. Are you hearing me today? Turn up the volume. Turn me up. I'm turning up. Turn me up. Your relationship with God is your guide. Here it is your guide out of the wrong relationships. Is your guide into the right relationships. Is your guide out of things that pull you away from your purpose. Is your guide into the proximity and the place of your God-given purpose. Come on. You let everybody else use you. Why don't you give God a try? Your relationship with God is your guide, hear me, in order to guard your heart. What does Scripture say? Scripture talks about a boundary. Talks about the boundary in the garden. But here's the thing. There's also a boundary with guarding. Yeah, garden and guarding. Yeah. Guard your heart with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life. Guard. Didn't say build a wall. Guard your heart with all diligence. When I'm diligent, I'm discerning. When I'm diligent, I recognize I'm deserving. Can we get spice? Can I add a little bit more spice as I'm speaking? Can I add a little bit more, please? Don't worry, I got some water for you. Some of us can't handle too much spice. So we need some living water. When I'm guarding, I'm discerning, and I recognize I'm deserving of the best and the blessed. Why? Because I've set up boundaries for myself that are going to be nothing less. Yeah, that's what it's about. Guard your heart. I can't let anybody and anything just infiltrate my heart, because it's a gateway to my spirit. It's a gateway to my mindset. Yeah, the Greeks defined the heart as the leb. Leb being the seat of your emotions. I've said this. I said, take the E off emotion and make some motion. No, keep the E on there, but still make some motion. Guard your emotions. Don't allow your emotions to lead you. Ain't nothing wrong with having emotions. It's just the fact that emotions are bad leaders. Got to be in a relationship with God, because God is my guard. God is my guide. Guard your heart with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life. Could it possibly be that we're having so many issues simply because we don't have a guard over our heart? We don't have boundaries that are set up in place. Hear me. What flows to me, what flows from me is a direct result of what flows to me. What does the song say? Flowing from my heart are the issues of my heart. That's what the song said. Could it possibly be that you're having so many issues simply because you don't have any boundaries, you don't have any guards, you don't have any guideposts over your heart? I didn't tell you to build a wall. You've made your heart a wall, not a bridge. And here's the thing, when you have a bridge, now you're able to decide, you're able to decipher, you're able to distinguish, you're able to discern who should cross that bridge and who should stay off that bridge. The bridge you should even burn. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I got to get to that particular place to where I understand is that God gives me healing tissues for my hurting issues. And now he directs me, he guides me, he governs me. He speaks to me to let me know what boundaries do I need to set up in place. So here it is. I don't remain in the same place. I can't lose me at the expense of being with you. I can't lose me at the expense of finding you. I can't lose me at the expense of loving you. Is this helping somebody? Family, is this helping you? Is this helping you? Just type this. Don't lose you. You're valuable to you. You're valuable to you. Some of us have lost ourselves not realizing that we always had what we were looking for. Oh, my goodness. Let me put it another way. Some of us have lost ourselves, not realizing that we've always had what we were looking for. What do I mean? The other day I was looking for my glasses, they were on my face. You know what? I was looking for my phone and it was on my ear. Yeah, I was looking for my watch, it was on my wrist. I just looked at my wrist, I got time today. I was looking for my keys, they were in my hand. Too often, we are looking for what we already have. You looking for somebody to make you feel like somebody, when you need to recognize that you already are somebody, simply because you're creating the image of God. You're looking for somebody to love you when you already got love within. Come on. You're looking for them to recognize you, but you don't even recognize you. Love on you. Celebrate you. Value you. Here's the thing. We've heard this. Go where you're celebrated. Yeah, people said go where you're celebrated, but not where you're tolerated. You want other people to celebrate you, but you only tolerate you. Something's wrong with that. How do you want people to celebrate you and you only tolerate you? You tolerate you by tearing yourself down. You tolerate you by living out trauma. You tolerate you by bonding to people who only express trauma and drama, stress and trauma, stress and drama, strama. Yeah, you put that together. You only tolerate yourself. You don't celebrate yourself. And then when somebody celebrates you, now you wondering, is that really true about me? Don't matter how many times somebody tells you you're beautiful. If you don't feel it, if you don't see it in yourself, their words fall on deaf ears. Because we can see that with wide eyes, your actions. I'm telling you, I hope you're getting something from this, family. We're talking about boundaries versus walls. breaking through emotional walls to build healthy boundaries. Wall is so high up, you can't even see over it. You done brick by brick by brick. But here's the thing: you're in for a treat simply because this is a channel for change. This is a channel that breaks chains. And you know what I'm excited about? I'm thrilled. Yeah, I'm thrilled about it. I'm thrilled to reach this new level on our channel. And I can't even express how grateful I am for all of your love, for all of your support. Yes, you. Because you helped us get here. I'm telling you, we started from the bottom, now we're here. Right? And we're elevating, we're soaring, we're aspiring higher, we're taking flight. And of course, you're in the mix at six. This is the in the mix at six experience. And I'm telling you, you want to be a part of this wholly, solely, deeply, totally. So I want you to become a member today. Unlock exclusive perks like early access to episodes, the behind the scenes content of whatever it is that I want to give you, a lot of personalized shout outs in the chats, the ability to support the channel. With how do you support the channel? Super chats. Yeah, you can support it through super stickers as well. Plus, you can enjoy exclusive discount on merch that I've got as a member. Just to sign up, all you got to do is just look out for the link that's dropped in the chat. Visit my homepage, click join next to the subscribe button. Choose from our levels that we have. Always levels of this. We got the VIP level, we have the royalty level, we have the OQP level. And you know, you're saying, what's OQP? Only quality people. I'm talking to you. VIP, royalty, OQP. Come on, those are our membership tiers. Join the exclusive club. Don't miss out on the VIP treatment. Become an In the Mix at Six member now, right now, today. All right. Appreciate it. Thanks in advance. Listen, I got a special message for you. Stick and stay. After these messages, I'm coming right back. Hey, what's up, family? Have you checked out my resources to grow your greatness? Yeah, I'm talking about to grow as an author and a speaker. You want to get my bestseller book blueprint. Somebody's waiting for you to write that book. Let me show you how to do it. I'm giving you all the strategies of what I've used to be a best-selling author of 16 books. Surely I know something to help you. Go and get my bestseller book blueprint, as well as whenever you write a book, people are going to ask you to talk about it. You want to get my successful speaker strategies. It's a amazing video tutorial download, 4.5 hours of just content of what it is that I do to share of how to communicate and really to connect as you're communicating. Your words are a paintbrush. What picture are you painting when you're speaking? I guarantee you, whatever you're building, you can build it better if you use better words. Go right now to theeaglesacademy.com/store and grow your greatness. Get all the resources. There it is, family. Yeah. Got a lot of resources. Got a lot happening on the channel. It's a channel for change. It's a channel that breaks chains. Of course, as we're on the other side of the break, I got nothing but breakthrough for you. Go ahead and get those resources. They're going to give you another breakthrough as well. Yeah, theeaglesacademy.com/store. I'm empowering you to soar. Get the bestseller book blueprint. Get the successful speaker strategies. These are strategy, structure, solutions, and systems. Saving yourself time, energy, and money to soar to another level. Theeaglesacademy.com/store. Yeah, let's soar. Family, we're talking in part 8 today. Of course, in the mix at 6. Talking about boundaries versus wall. How to really break through emotional walls, build healthy boundaries. And here's the thing, a lot of us, we have these emotional walls simply because it's our defense mechanism. That's why the walls have been built. Because we don't want anybody to get close to us, because if they get close to us like the ex did, if they get close to us like that family member did, if they get close to us like that friend who betrayed us did, then guess what? Now we're going to relive that hurt all over and over again. Yeah. We don't want to be dropped. Why? Because here's the thing, no matter how tough we portray ourselves to be, no matter how much we poke our chest out and, we want to act like we a savage or we want to act like we big, bad, and all this other stuff, we all have a fragile do not drop label in our lives. And if we really will admit the abandonment hurt, if we really will admit, we know how to act like we leaping, but in many cases, a lot of us are limping. Limping because of the father wounds. Limping because of the mother wounds. Limping because the person who we thought would heal us and help us wound up dropping us, wound up hurting us and harming us. And so now, as a defense mechanism, what we do is we bleed on people who didn't cut us. Hurting people hurt people, but only heal people heal people. Now we go through life putting distance between other people, because here's the thing, we're so skeptical of everybody else. But we don't expect people to be skeptical of us. We're so suspicious of everybody else. But we don't expect people to be suspicious of us. So we call a wall a boundary, when in many cases it's not a boundary, it's a defense mechanism. You're always on the defense. Attitude is on the defense. Somebody saying hello to you. What you want? So defensive that you can't even take constructive criticism. Why? Because you think it's an attack on your character. You think it's an attack on the essence of who it is that you are. Mm-hmm. When in many cases, people just want to see you become the best you that you can possibly be. But here's the thing, you got triggered. Because the last person who you thought was giving you constructive criticism, they never constructed anything. Mm-hmm. So here's what they did. They discounted you. They miscounted you. They offended you. They had ulterior motives. They were an opportunist, never wanted you to step into the place of opportunity. And as a result, here it is, it clouded your identity. And as a result, brick by 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 brick, layer by layer, you built the wall so high. The wall is as high as the Tower of Babel now. The wall is as high as the skyscraper. The wall is as high as the Empire State Building. Why? Because you're dealing with the crushing, and you feel as here it is, the higher that I build the wall, I can hide. Nobody really has to see me. Here's the thing. I don't even have to see me. I don't even want to see me because I never saw that anybody saw anything good in me. Like a photo, you just cropping your own self out of your own life. You cropping yourself out of your purpose. You can see everybody else's gifts. You can see everybody else's greatness. You can see everybody else's opportunities, but you can't see yours. Get back in the photo of your life. Get back in the frame by faith. Stop allowing people to frame your future. Listen, this is your wake-up call. Family, just type this, break the wall. Break the wall. Yeah, break the wall. Break down that Jericho wall. Shout with the voice of triumph. Walk around it 6 times. And then on the seventh day, shout. Break down the Great Wall of China so that you can break into your greatness. Yeah, God said, listen, I'm not going to do it for you. I'm going to empower you to do it. I've given you the tools. Yeah, you got a hammer of hope. Break it down. Time to deconstruct some things that in your life. Can't nobody get through the wall to love you. Break it down. Can't nobody get through the wall to give you an opportunity. Can't nobody get through the wall so that favor is extended to you. Come on. May is the 5th month. 5 is a number of grace. 5 is a number of favor. Come on, family. Give me a high five. Give me an air 5. Give me a virtual 5. You shall live and not die. You're not just going to survive, you're going to thrive. You'll thrive if you break down the wall. Yeah, that wall of trauma, that wall of self-sabotage, that wall of hurt, that wall of pain, that wall of a stigma, that wall of shame, that wall. Come on. That wall of worry, that wall that nobody going to love you. That wall that you only expect people to mistreat you. That wall because you were adopted and you never felt good enough. That wall because of the wounds that are now going to become wisdom if you break it down. Here it is. If you break it down, God will build you up. Family, type this. Family, type it. I just need you to type this. Type breakthrough. Type breakthrough. What you thought was supposed to break you is going to break you through. You weren't built to break. Here it is. It was designed to break you, but God developed you to break through. If you break down the wall, God will build you up. Break it down. I'm trying to break down the content to you. I'm trying to break down the message to you. Break it down so the blessing can get to you. So healing can flow through you. Yeah, in your toolbox are tools of transformation. Come on, use the tools to trample over trauma. It's within you. Greatness is within you. Time to get your mindset back. Here's what it is. It's time to maximize your mindset. Time to heal your heart set. Time to transform with your tool set. Time to find serenity in your soul set. It's time for you to be an asset in any environment. And here's what happens as a result of it. It comes from you breaking through what tried to break you. God's putting back all the broken pieces of your life together again. He's building you up. You know, a song, I remember the song. It said, Lord, lift us up where we belong, where the eagles fly on a mountain high. That's what it is. You are an eagle who was created to soar, not to be broken down by impenetrable walls. You ain't gonna let nobody encourage you. You're not gonna let nobody love you. You're not gonna let nobody embrace you. You're not gonna let nobody celebrate you. You're not gonna let nobody elevate you. You're not gonna let nobody speak life into you. Come on. I need you to shake yourself loose. Stop making other people pay for what other people did to you. Stop making your next pay for your ex and for what they did to you. Come on now. That's not fair to them. That's not fair to you. Why miss out simply because somebody miscounted you? Why stay down simply because somebody dropped you? Family, type get back up. Come on, type get up. Get up. Get up. Get up from suffering in silence. Get up from crying. Get up from saying, woe is me. Get up from giving up. Oh, there it is. There it is. I'm coming around the mountain. Here I come. Get up from giving up. You gave up on love. I'm talking to you. You gave up on your future. You gave up on the greatness inside you. You gave up on your gifts. You gave up on being in a good circle of around people who want to see you and recognize that a win for you is a win for them too. You gave up. And I need you to get up. Why? Because if you can look up, you can get up. I need you to look. You're looking in the wrong direction. Come on, family. Talk to me, family. Type change your focus. You're looking down here when you need to be looking up here. You're looking back here. Your past is tapping you on the shoulder. Don't look back. Negativity is putting an application in your hand to apply for a job. Don't do it. It's a job with no benefits. Negativity don't benefit you. Looking back at your past tapping you. Don't do it. Your past always shows up when you get healed. When your future is calling you, your past always wants you back. And if you're going to build a wall, do it to that. Break down the wall that keeps you broken. Why? Because God wants to give you wisdom from your wounds. He wants to give you transformation from your trauma. He wants to give you healing from what's hurting you. He wants to give you power and purpose for your pain. I know what you went through was painful, but give it to God so that he can make it purposeful. You're not on sale. Stop letting people discounting you. Stop discounting yourself. And break through the emotional wall. Build healthy boundaries. Build healthy boundaries that support you, that elevate you, that encourage you, that inspire you to aspire, that inspire you to aspire higher. Are you hearing me? Are you following me? Come on, family, type faith. Faith to move forward. Faith to soar higher. If you're not a part of our Eagles Academy community, do yourself a favor. Join us now. Go to theeaglesacademy.com/store for resources that are there. But of course, to join our academy community, you need to be in a community of people who support you, who love you, who embrace you, who value you, who have imbibed the whole notion that a win for you is a win for them too. Theeaglesacademy.com. When you get there, tap the join now button, fill out the form. I guarantee you're going to be transformed. Family, type transformation. Despite your situation, God has given you transformation. This is what a healed you looks like. This is what a healed you sounds like. This is how a healed you shows up. This is how a healed you takes up space. Healing looks good on you. Healing sounds good coming from you. Come on, King. Crown yourself as a keenly intelligent, noble gentleman. Crown yourself, brother King. Come on, you go, girl. You grow, girl. Come on, crown yourself, queen. Drop some crowns in the chat. Crown yourself, queen, quintessentially unique, empowering everyone naturally. These are my acronyms. Come on, B3, building better boundaries. Bigger, better, brighter. OQP. Only qualified people. Yeah. Come on, sow into the super chat. This is a super conversation of transformation. That's what it's about. I want you to sow into your breakthrough. No more walls formed against you shall prosper. The walls of worry are coming down. The walls of trauma are coming down. The walls of father wounds and mother wounds are coming down. The walls of mistreatment are coming down. The walls of self-sabotage are coming down. The walls of why it won't work are coming down. The walls of not feeling loved are coming down. The walls of grief are coming down. The walls of weeping, it may endure for a night, but joy is coming in the morning. The walls are coming down. The walls of you'll never be good enough, down. Yeah, the emotional walls being broken into little pieces. Why? Because the pieces of your life are coming back together again. I want you to sow into your breakthrough. I want you to sow into your transformation. This is a good place to sow. I want you to sow where you grow. Hear me. I want you to sow where you soar. I want you to plant a seed and connect it to your need. Why? Because it's not as a debt that you owe, it's a seed that you sow. David asked a particular question in scripture and he said, what shall I render? What shall I give to God for all of his benefits? He couldn't think of anything. Simply because what can I give God that he doesn't already have? He owns the cattle on 1,000 hills. Everything that was made by him. I don't know if you ever tried to give somebody something, a gift for Christmas, their birthday. And you're like, I don't know what to give them. They got everything. David was perplexed. He found himself in that same predicament. What shall I render to the Lord for all of his benefits? He couldn't think of anything. So this is what he said. I will take. The only thing to give God is to take. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to take a seed in your hand. Yeah. You could take that seed via Cash App. You could take that seed via Zelle. You could take that seed via PayPal. PayPal, info@eddieconnor.com. Cash App, $access identity. Zelle, eddieconnorjr@gmail. Please spell the name. No E's or S's in my last name, Connor. You can sow by supporting a super chat through this super conversation of transformation. There are a multiplicity of options, but I want you to plant your seed, and I want you to name your seed, even as you are sowing, even if you're doing it through a super chat. I just want you to put the name of your seed next to it. Maybe it's healing. As you sow your seed, maybe you're sowing your seed for transformation. Maybe you're sowing your seed and you're calling it Jericho because you believe the walls are coming down. Maybe you're sowing your seed and you're calling it greatness. Maybe you're sowing your seed and you're calling it get up because you're rising out of the ashes. Maybe you're sowing your seed emotional intelligence, relational intelligence. Maybe you're sowing your seed and you're naming it emotional healing. As I'm speaking, God is revealing. Maybe you're sowing your seed a clear doctor's report because you're believing for total healing from cancer. You're believing for total healing from a heart murmur. You're believing for total healing from the crown of your head to the sole of your feet. And here's the thing, I'm joining my faith with yours. Thank you. Yes. Thank you for sowing that seed even now. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for sowing that seed even now. I'm believing 30, 60, 100 fold that if you sow, God's going to show his mighty hand on your life. I'm believing it. I'm believing it by faith even now. That is done for you. The breakthrough is happening. The open doors swinging wide open. The windows of heaven are pouring out blessings. You don't even have room enough to receive. You're going to have to give stuff away in this season. Too many blessings coming. Head swimming blessings. Wherever you turn, it's going to be too much. You're going to have to give it. You won't be able to handle it all by yourself. You're going to have to delegate the blessings. It's going to be an influx of clients. It's going to be an influx of customers. It's going to be an influx of people who recognize your greatness. Hear me, you're not helpless. You're not worthless. God is bringing completeness to your mind, your soul, your spirit. You're not going to be depressed. That wall of depression is coming down. You're not going to be oppressed. You're not going to be compressed. You're not going to be repressed. The walls are coming down. The walls are not caving in. I need you to hear me. The walls are coming down. The walls are not going to leave you claustrophobic. The walls are being broken in your life. Speak to the mountain. Command certain things over your life. Because your confession will dictate your possession. Come on, just take a deep breath. Wherever you are, wherever you're watching. Come on. Just let it go. Shake it off. Shake it off. Shake it off. Let the enemy pick it up. Shake it off. Let the opposition pick it up. You've been waiting to exhale all this time. If you're taking that deep breath, God is breathing new life into your spirit. You're not going to be comatose. You're going to be resurrected so that you can rise as you keep your eyes to the skies. Family, I've got a number of different resources that are out there for you. Got a number of different resources that are out there for you. Yes, I'm helping you to soar. Visit my store. I like that. I like that. I'm helping you to soar. Visit my store. Go right now, theeaglesacademy.com/store. You want to get the bestseller book Blueprint. Written 16 books. My books are available on Amazon. Go do some digging, deep diving into the library. Add them to your library. Amazon, Barnes & Noble, iTunes, Audible, ebooks, paperbacks, hard copies, audiobooks, whatever's clever. Go get them. And not only have I written books, I'm showing you how to write your books. Bestseller book Blueprint. Take your manuscript to the marketplace. Become an industry authority as an author. Increase your sales even if you're an author. Go ahead, get it. Get my successful speaker strategies as well. Communication is about connection. Communication is about compensation. I'm showing you how to create messages that move the masses and make you money. Wouldn't you like to do that? If you don't have your hand up, if you're not saying yes to that, you're playing yourself. You're lying. Yeah, messages that move the masses and make you money. It's all in my video tutorial. Go ahead and get it. theeaglesacademy.com/store. I'm empowering you to spread your wings and soar. Family, should we do part 9? Part 9 on boundaries? My goodness. Should we do part 9? If you want me to do part 9, say it's mine. Yeah. Part 9, healing is on the line. Part 9 is mine. But here's the thing. I don't want to give it if you don't want it. So let me know about it. Part 9. In the mix is 6. What did Drake say? What did Drake say? I flipped a 6. It's a 9 now. Kendrick might have something to say about that. I'm going to leave that alone. Yeah. Live your life like you vegetarian and don't do beef. Family, in the mix of 6 is out of time. But y'all know I'm not out of truth. I keep on going. I keep on keeping on. In the mix of 6 is out of time. It's out of time. But you know, I'm not out of truth. Like that poetic genius Tupac Shakur said, there's no way I can pay you back. But my plan is to show you that understand. So I want you to know that you are not tolerated over here. You are celebrated. That's right. You're celebrated. Hopefully you are elevated, and I hope you do feel appreciated. So I want to thank you for rocking with me. I want to thank you for riding with me. I want to thank you for rolling with me. Why? Because that's just how we roll. Yep. And we rolling each and every single weekday, Monday through Friday, for In the Mix at 6 at 6. That's right. You know what it is. You know where it is. You know who it is. And yep, we're right here on the digital airwaves of social media, particularly on the YouTube side. How could I not even ask you to hit the thumbs up button on this video? Come on, family, hit the thumbs up button. There it is. Mac is on the cam telling you to hit the thumbs up video. Come on, hit the thumbs up video. Why? Because YouTube has boundaries. In order for a channel to grow, you got to hit that thumbs up button. So I'm empowering you to grow your greatness. I need you to help me to grow my channel. Can we do that? Can we do that? Thank you so much for that. Head over to the YouTube side. As you're here on the YouTube side, especially, make sure that you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Come on. I don't want you to just be a ghost member. subscribe. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the thumbs up button. Hit the subscribe button. Follow me on social media at Eddie Connor Jr. Come on, family, put some respect on my name. EDDIECONNORJR. Y'all keep showing love. I'm going to keep showing up. If I can help you, if I can serve you in any way, family, reach out to me. I would love to come and speak at your event. Yeah, invite me to speak at your event. You can simply do that by writing me info@eddieconnor.com. Send me a DM. Yeah, let me know. You can also go to dreddieacademy.com/invite. The invite is also on the eaglesacademy.com/store. Where it's everywhere. Right? So invite me. I'd love to come and speak at your school, your session, your conference, your church, your community center, your college, whatever's clever. Let a brother know I'd love to be there for show. Is yours truly, Dr. Eddie, your main man, 100 grand, your brother from another mother. I'm signing off. Family, it's been fun, but you know a brother got to run. But I want you to know it's been a privilege and a pleasure, a treat and a treasure, a joy beyond measure. And I want to thank every member. Yes. Thank you so much, members, for joining me. Thank you for all of the super chats as well as we've been a part of this super conversation. Members and everybody, I want you to remember to keep the faith and believe it's going to be bigger, better, and brighter. Peace and love. Keep soaring higher. Breaking news. This message is for you. Yeah, I'm talking to you. You don't just soar as high as your dream. You soar as high as your team. Why are you not a part of our team? Our Eagles community team, where it's all about soaring into success and greater purpose. I want you to go right now and join us. Yeah, right now. Go to theeaglesacademy.com. When you get there, tap the join now button, fill out the form, and I guarantee you're going to be transformed. Your mindset, you're going to maximize that. You're going to strengthen your skill set. You're going to build your tool set. You're going to heal your heart set, find serenity in your soul set, and be an asset in any environment. It's time to grow in your greatness, in your business, in your relationships, in your purpose, with individuals who are already growing. And we have a motto in our community where a win for me is a win for you. A win for you is a win for us too. Let's win together. Come on, join us. Experience the transformation. Experience the celebration. Experience the opportunity. Experience not just information, but implementation. As I coach, as I teach, as I train, as I mentor you and show you how to use strategy, structure, and solutions to take your vision to another dimension. Meet us there. Join us there. I can't wait to see your face in our digital space. Go right now to theeaglesacademy.com. When you get there, tap the join now button, fill out the form, and let's be transformed together. Spread your wings, and we'll win over and over again. See you there.